now, Patriot missiles, then they will be pretty much protected. So I don't know what his ultimate strategy is, other than he's ill and he's old. But he's not going to, it's going to be a deadlock, and somebody's going to come in and say, wherever the battlefield is now, we'll negotiate 30 miles on either side. And then he'll go back and say, I adjusted the border by 50 miles or something. And that was worth $1.5 million Russian dead, he'll try to claim. Nobody will be buying it. But it's very strange about the Ukraine war and the Israeli war. People were on the right, and Americans were split over Ukraine aid. We've given almost $200 billion now. And now they're starting to warm up to Ukraine because it's self-confident and it's autonomous and it's making progress. But at the same time they're fighting, we're since the Ukraine war started on February 24th, 25th of 2022, we've given them almost $200 billion. In that period, both before and after October 7th of 2023, we've given Israel about $30 billion. So almost 9 times, and yet everybody is saying that, Tucker is saying that Israel is running U.S. foreign policy. That's what the left is saying. All support for Israel has collapsed. So I haven't seen anything like this since Jerry Ford in 1974. He still had Henry Kissinger he inherited from Nixon. But the Yom Kippur War was similar, that the Arabs attacked Israel first and caught them off guard, just like October 7th. I heard your laughter through the sound, like rebel spirits underground. And every chord I pushed too far still drag me back to where you are. One more ride, one more flame, one more night to go insane. The city shakes beneath black skies. Every reckless dream survives. But when the blues begin to roll,
this man has just opened fire in a quiet neighborhood, forcing officers into a dangerous standoff. And what they don't yet realize is that he has no intention of surrendering, and with every passing minute, your life will be put in danger. The first call comes in at 3:25 p.m. on the afternoon of May 23rd, 2026, from a panicked resident who is witnessing one of her neighbors opening fire near their apartment building in the town of Nashville, Wisconsin. By the time officers from the Brandon Police Department, the Wisconsin DNR, and the Forest County Sheriff's Office are dispatched to the scene, more than 9 additional calls have already come in from frightened residents and neighbors reporting the shooting. All of the callers reported hearing a loud popping sound before seeing construction workers who had been working on the building's renovation running away from the apartment complex, repeatedly saying they did while pointing back toward the building. Moments later, they heard even more gunshots.
You know his apartment? And who are we dealing with? We're dealing with
As some officers arrive on scene, while others are still en route, they have no idea where the suspect is hiding or whether he is waiting to ambush them. And as dispatch shares more information, they will learn disturbing details about the suspect's past that will immediately change how they approach the situation.
I thought there was another apartment complex in Blue Building.
No. What's this guy's name?
Not sure.
24. Can I get the first name of this subject? Where could we cover from?
The suspect is identified as 64-year-old Floyd Van Seal Jr., an Army veteran from the 80s. One of the residents who walked down the hallway after hearing the gunshots stated in her 911 call that she walked past Floyd's apartment and zipped back to her apartment immediately after seeing him seated in his wheelchair, armed with a rifle and firing gunshots.
753, if you get them on the ground, don't help them, just keep them like on point. Yeah, 43, my rifle is jammed in the lock. Keep my going if you want to.
As more officers arrive at the location, what none of them know yet is that Floyd is only getting started, and their presence is about to instigate him toward even more violence, threatening not only the officers, but also the residents in the area.
Here. There's a window right there. Here, down. Okay. Come back this way. I don't see anything. It's there in a wheelchair. Is there a door on the back, CJ? Point Van's out, friend.
Easy, you're in the trailer, come on! He's in the wheelchair, I got him in the window. In the window, DJ.
Can you guys see this front door so I can move to the back?
Hey, we need to get a PA in this.
I got somebody yelling this window right in front of where I'm at. On me?
Sheriff's office, put the gun down and come outside!
Right there. Down.
That's the bed! Sheriff's office!
Yep, we're good. 5-7, we got several shots for you. Down.
Watch your fire, guys.
Floyd's brother would later tell investigators that Floyd was an extremely private person who rarely interacted with anyone. He was unemployed, received no benefits, and refused any form of medical or psychological assistance, despite being confined to a wheelchair for the past 7 years. But the roots of his bitterness dated back to the 1980s, when he was discharged from the Army after accidentally backing a tank into a colonel's vehicle. Floyd maintained that the support staff had given him incorrect directions, but with his military career abruptly ending, his resentment only continued to grow as his life spiraled downward. As several residents watched the standoff unfold in horror, many began recording the scenes on their phones, capturing the terrifying events unfolding before them. A moment like this can leave them dealing with consequences they never could have anticipated.
Cases like this are a reminder that someone else's bad decision can affect innocent people in ways they never saw coming. In a situation like that, choosing the right law firm matters. There's a reason not all law firms are the same, and there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people for more than 35 years, recovering over $30 billion for their clients, with more than 1,000 attorneys across the country that have the resources to take on even the biggest cases. That doesn't mean that they can guarantee an outcome, but they will fight to get their clients the best results possible. And the best part is, their fee is free unless they win. Hopefully you never find yourself in a situation like that, but if you're ever injured because of someone else's negligence, check out Morgan & Morgan by visiting forthepeople.com/code-blue-cam and see if you've got a claim.
Your touch still lives in me. Like chains I can't break free. And every road sign that I see just pours back to misery. Why you're with the light, leaving me stranded tonight. Oh, baby.
Despite the setback in the Army, Floyd later found work at a bowling pin manufacturing company, and he eventually lost his job after repeatedly reporting to work having consumed excessive amounts of alcohol. Later, another police report was filed after he accidentally discharged a firearm in front of his mother, leaving her so frightened that she was afraid of him. But now, as officers repeatedly order him to drop the rifle, it only seems to infuriate Floyd, who makes a dangerous move.
24-4. Get their page now. We got gunfire. Get behind some cover, boy.
Here.
DJ, you got a rifle. Grab this, he's up front. You get pulled out the front and shoot at him. Here. Down. Good boy.
Which window is it?
He came out the front door, I think, shooting at me.
Interesting discussions in class. I really like it. If only we could get that onto the boards that make those decisions. That's beautiful. That's exactly what we're aiming for too in our mind and imagination of a perfect world, so to speak. Can't really be perfect, but perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Say it all the time. Could it be better? Stop tormenting yourself. So you think of all these forces we have. People have been talking about that over the years and the utilization of some military forces and different things. The ones that seem to be connected to a lot of the crime and syndicated markets. Yeah. There's a lot of good people connected to those things. There's just some that are doing really bad things, yeah. I think a lot of them knew too. Yeah, this is not gonna fly for very long. The shit's gonna hit the fan. You know this has to be wrong, right? Yeah, well, it's better than giving it to those homeless people that are just gonna spend it on alcohol. And it's like their ideology sometimes across the board is starkly sickening. Right, remember back in the 90s and a lot of the programming, 2009 and 8, you have a lot of veterans programs, No Child Left Behind, battered women. This has been talked about for years in the concerns with the victim funding scams. And they still did it right in front of your face, national TV with the Epstein Island stuff. Almost as though they were doing it on purpose. Or is it just that bad? Right, so a lot of our forces, when you think of, let's go with the veterans. Okay, remember back in the 90s and you had a lot of these young punks and assholes associated to some of these fundraising and sales and marketing companies that were going around fucking with the veterans, getting them kicked out of their apartments, giving them alcohol and pills, fucking with a lot of them. Putting firecrackers off behind their chairs, kind of a thing, you know? Right, I mean, nice to their face though, right? I mean, you could see it too, how they take advantage of them and use them, just like they do the retards and the chubby state workers that like Hot Pockets and whoopie pies. I'm just trying to help you understand how they talk. If you think it's offensive, exactly, that's what we're saying. We're dead mothers. Our children have been fucked and tortured for years, so we're just trying to help you. Humanity. Don't take it personally, and you can say, yeah, we don't need your help. And go ahead, continue to be part of the problem. It's nothing personal. I'm trying to help humanity, and we involved you in that. We get excluded from it quite often. It's okay. We were used to it as kids. Yeah, they used to call us sand niggers, Frenchies, Canucks. Among other things. That ain't nothing. Right, so then a lot of the groups that would come in victim funding, helping the veterans, placing them in homes. Almost so they purposely place them around a bunch of... I know, I'm telling you. They would purposely put them in places they knew wasn't a good environment. You know what I mean? Some of the placements of housing. So then you go into how it's speckled more. You start to understand that. You have people that work in the Section 8 housing and subsidized housing. Well, they got to get rid of the problems. They need to help their friends buy a house. You know, these people think they own the country. Yeah, how they fucked with that veteran in Lewiston. They were warning about that way before it happened. Just aware people. Maybe people in the rehab groups over the years. They carry many different occupations. You got investigators, doctors, a lot of different occupations and hobbies. Right, so you have all these forces, right? It seems like a lot of them are just busy going to camps, telling their stories. They got PTSD. Seems heavily connected to some of the same scams. Well, when you think about that, so the veterans, and then when people were bringing concerns about what was going on with that, oh yeah, so give them funding to help with that. So a lot of people would agree with it because we would all agree, yeah, that was a problem. But then what they do with the funding, they use it to pay themselves to medicate and counsel and keep an eye on them. You're like, that's making them worse. And they fucking know it. And it's gotten so bad. That's a bad addiction to a lot of these psychos who work within our professional systems that think it's okay to fuck with people, from the veterans to the retards to the immigrants. Huh. How do those three things go together? Huh? Tammy Faye? How do those three things go together? Oh my god. Where do you buy your Birkins at? I might be able to knit one of those. I could probably just wrap it up properly to make it look like one. And it's just really fabric. The fabric of our society. The fabrications. The fabulous. The fancy, the free, Fantasia.
Johnny, we need to fall back to his house. Come on. Here, you cover back.
Right, so think of those forces too, a lot of the forces that go around. You have skills and trainings, you have unions, plumbers unions, electricians unions, and all these things. So say you start going around door to door, and instead of just pointing out how dirty and retarded people are and trying to medicate and sterilize them for when you have to go and have your conversations, yeah, how about we start going in with our body cameras, and other people can be watching too and be like, okay, they're going to need new carpets or no carpets at all, right? Some don't want carpets at all. Because, yeah, I know, it's a lot of... Don't even get me started. Anyways. Wall to wall? You want wall to wall? Right, so they're going to need, yeah, the works in here, plumbers. You know, just tear this place down. pop some tiny homes on top of each other. Stack some tiny homes. And there'll be more housing where this building was. Well, I mean, if you can save it, save it. But aren't some so far gone? Mold, mildew, asbestos. I mean, the lawsuits that with that stuff for years. Holy Aaron Brockovich for a decade. I know, like, you know, the money that went into 2 people calling about concerns with that, and then inspectors going in and checking and testing. Who's paying for all that? Right, so instead of all that, how about we go in and just see what they need help with? Because that's really, right, I mean, usually people, the environments they're living in and lack of health care. No, I know how ungrateful, because their health care is paid for. They can go see a doctor that's pumping them full of medication. I meant dental care and actual treatment and prevention programs that help them have good health, not destroy it. Right, so when you're actually funding programs that help people come off the years of medications, why would you continue to promote that to children? To the point they're promoting it to children because adults are waking up. So now they're just mandating it on children, and if the parents don't go along with it, they might be placed somewhere else until they can make safe decisions for themselves and the community. We don't need another school shooter on our hands, lady. Right, so you fucking psychos need to grow the fuck up. The proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine need to address the abuse here and get our children away from these sick fucks. Whatever you gotta do, man. Legally, right? I know, when people start to understand that, that's it. You get it? Hostage situations and how that's connected to these charitable organizations and other things. How does it get motivated, steamed, fueled, funded? Who's jealous? Of what? You fucking nasty cunts. Alrighty then. Much love, health, and peace to you all. We're gonna go make, you know what? I think we're gonna make peanut butter toast. And we're gonna slice some apple. We get the natural Smuckers. It's really good. No hydrogenated oils, just peanuts and salt. We're gonna spread that on our toast. Not overcooked. And we're going to slice some apples really thin. And we're going to sprinkle some cinnamon on it. It's really good. It's a very good sandwich. And if you want to get really fancy, I'm telling you, there's something else you can put on there that makes it a total freaking rock star kind of a experience. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm waiting for somebody to guess what the other ingredient is. It's not something you sprinkle, it's something you spread. I'll give you that for a clue. And it's not jelly or marmalade or any kind of fruit spread. But it's a spread. You spread it. It's not called a spread. It's called something totally different. It's not fluffernutter. No, but closer. You're getting closer. Mwah, love you. Thank you. Alright, we're going to do some reading in a little bit. We're going to shut down this airwave thing for a little bit. Just for a few hours, maybe. Yeah, we got to do some grounding. It seems like when certain things are engaged, locked in, it can be difficult. Right, like kind of like trying to do math problems in your head while you're counting back change to someone. It's not easy. Right, if you're locked in to listening to what someone's saying, you need to hear what they're saying because you're going to have to answer the question in a minute and you're on live TV. And if they stop and ask the question and you're just kind of staring off into space, blinking, and they have to go, hey, did you hear what I said? And you're like, oh, 2 + 2 is 4. What'd you say? Right, I mean, it might make them feel a little concerned. Don't try this. Please don't try this on an interview or at home. This is for professionals only who could care less if they get the job or not. Do you understand what we're saying? Doesn't mean we don't like you. We're pretty easy, man. We like most people. I can't think of really too many people that we don't like. Right, see how I don't like you, but I love you? It's a good song. I don't like you, but I can't do it with this playing. It's kind of hard. I'm locked into trying to get the rhythm of another song while one song's playing. Yeah, it really exercises the brain. I think it's good. I think it's good to wake up some cells. Right, I mean, it's one thing to be listening to some music or something and then you can kind of zone in or listen to another conversation or even a few conversations at once and kind of. But to be able to do like a thought experiment or an equation, you kind of lose what both the people are saying, right? Both conversations. And now you're trying to figure out string theory. Right, and if you want to continue to get the funding for string theory or what it means to be human, you gotta act like you know what you're doing. You gotta have diagrams and talk to other people at a table or on FaceTime. Right, it's a lot of work. You gotta show your work if you want to keep getting the funding. So you really don't hear what anybody's saying, do you? We see that. It's okay. Carry on. Yeah, I know. It's like, how long have people just kind of like let them play house and not care? You don't care. Go ahead. Right. We have an issue with motherfuckers fucking our kids and killing innocent people. Yeah. And then when people want to have a problem with that and bulldog for them, yeah, you bet your ass we have a fucking problem with that. And they need to back the fuck up and shut their fucking pie holes. They're nasty fucking pieces of shit. Proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine need to address the abuse and fraud and get our children away from those sick fucking monsters. My name's Mary. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, we're going to read from Early Days in America soon. We're still on the Benjamin Franklin chapter. You're welcome. Thank you.